cover this course. So this course is very much like oriented for the group teams, so that groups can help, so that groups can like build an apps using this course and can enhance their technical skills in Android using this course. And it is also a very beginner friendly as well as intermediate friendly course, so you all can learn this course very friendly and in a group also. So we will like cover all the things in later in this session only, that what all is required to successfully complete this course and what all is required to take most of it in this course. Okay. Pawan, can you confirm if I am audible?
Yes, Savneet, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. Ahead like Android Study Jam course. So this all is means courses based on one course, that is curriculum that is given by the Google for Android Study Jam, and this Android basis course. So you can all find this course on this developers web. I will be providing you the link to this website later in this session only, and working through like in a group, and this is a free course developed by Google for people like us for to learn how to build basic Android apps. So we have this course covering the most important topics to develop an app. So this is like one, that is Kotlin basics for Android. So in this we have, in this whole course we have 6 units, and the units are composed of, first we will be focused on units, which is shown, this is unit 1. So similarly there are 6 units, and in this will cover a specific specific chapter that is required to build like a single thing implementing a project. So you can implement a single thing that is implemented in this chapter. Moving ahead, then there's a pathway. Then you may be wondering what is pathway. So it is an ordered sequence of activities to learn a specific skill. Like in each chapter, there's certain pathways. So the pathways are like the pathways can be hands-on coding tutorials, that also known as code bases. Then they can be like quizzes, they can be article, and they can be videos. So all these are helpful to reach your specific learning objectives by the end of these pathways. And you all can learn very friendly manner, in a very friendly manner. You can learn the basic functionalities of the like implementations what is used in Android apps using these pathways. Then like whenever we have a pathway, then there is a quiz in the end of the pathway. So when you give a quiz and when you qualify, then you can earn a badge like this one that can be shown on your screen. So there are total 16 badges on this course, and you can earn the badges like, and this all badges are earned, means they are all 16 badges earned, so they are collected on your Google developers profile. So all this Google developers profile will be accessed by me, and I can keep track of all the Google developers profile, and based on that I will be providing you the certificates that who all will be like having all the 16 badges will be eligible for the certificate, and all the others like all the other rewards that are means we will discuss it later. So this is a Google developers profile. I will providing you the link in the end of this session. So this is developers profile, and all your badges will be collected here, right? You can see the favorite badges of me. So all these badges will be collected, and I will keep track of all these badges, and you can earn the certificate at the end of this program. That will be around 4 January to 6 January. I will be providing you the form where you have to give your like all the badges screenshot and all your developers profile. So I can see your badges, and I will I will take your name for the certificate. Moving ahead, then like now we are all familiar with the learning platforms, that how the course looks and what are all required to be in a course. So let's dive into some important concepts that you will be learning about. So in this course, you will be learning how to code in Kotlin. So Kotlin is a programming language that you all will be used to build Android apps. Kotlin is a modern and popular programming language known for helping developers to be more productive. Like earlier, Java was used, but Java, there is plenty of code to write. So then Google developers like introduced Kotlin as an official programming language to develop Android apps. And then since Kotlin is used to develop Android apps. So Kotlin allows you to be more concise when you're writing your codes. Also, you can write safer code using null safety and many other functionalities that are less prone to errors. So with this Kotlin programming language, we can write our code efficiently and we can develop Android apps more freely and more compatible. So like as a all result, like Kotlin has gained momentum in industry now, and it is reportedly known the fastest growing programming language according to GitHub also. So we will be doing Android development through Kotlin, and like in our first chapter, there's a first pathway where we'll be developing Android, like where we'll be writing our Kotlin code, where we will be learning all about Kotlin, and to make easier, they have provided you the Kotlin playground where you can write your Kotlin code and you can means learn Kotlin programming language easily. So you don't need a heavy software, right? Means at least in first chapter to like to learn Kotlin. You can learn Kotlin to the web server also. Then we have Android Studio. So Android Studio is the tool that is used by official developers, that professional developers to build Android apps. So you have to install this Android Studio in your computer, and I will be providing you the link in the PDF itself. I will provide you the presentation also in the Discord or Telegram server, where you can like you can go through the links and you can download all the stuffs that are required to be successfully uh, to go through the Android Study Jam program. Also means like we were on Android Studio, then Android Studio is the official platform that is required to build Android apps, and it is very heavy software. So means you have to download it very efficiently. You have to download it very means we will be providing you the videos from where you can like download Android Studio, and we will be writing our Kotlin code to build apps in the Android Studio itself. So there is like we can see there is a test editor where we can write a code, and there's also a design pattern of Android screen where we can change the layouts, where we can fix the layouts, where we can add buttons and many more stuffs. Like all the UI parts is different, and all the writing part is different in this Android Studio. Then like let's we have make an app, then we have to like test it somewhere. We can also test it on our physical device, and we can also test it on our Android emulator. So Android emulator is something that emulates your Android device, means you can use your Android device on your computer itself. So emulator allows to run your app, and it provides almost all capabilities that a real Android device would have. If you do have a physical device and you want to use it, then you can use, but Android emulator is also a great thing and you can use it. And yeah, you can also have to download Android emulator apart, and it's like Android Studio is around 4 to 5 GB software, and emulator would require another 2 GB to download. Okay, so you have to maintain this data limit, and you have to see all the capabilities that you can own. Then equipment needed for its student. Then the basic equipments that we need are computer, right, for developing an app, or running Android Studio, we will be needing a computer. Then internet connection to means uploading our all the to use go for batches, go for quizzes, and go for another Android stuffs, and go for tutorials. We will be needing internet connection. The Android devices option, as I said, that you can use emulators also. Then we have Android Studio. That is very much important. You have to download. I suggest you to download today itself, so that in the next session we will be starting to develop an app. Then you can go through the you can directly go with me and you can develop an app. So you will not be requiring to download Android Studio then, because you have downloaded it earlier. So I will suggest you to download it today itself, the Android Studio and the emulator. So you can first chapters are listed on the slide. This introduction to Kotlin, create your first Android app, build out and build button to an app. So these are like different chapters, and the badges are given in the front of the chapter names. So you will be earning this badges by the end of the quizzes. You will be giving in this each like in each chapter. Also, the estimated time is given that 1 hour will be requiring to like complete this introduction to Kotlin chapter. Also, you will be required to complete each chapter, and you will be required to gain all the badges on all the badges, so that you will be eligible for Android Study Jam program rewards. These are next
Sorry to interrupt you in between, but I would like to confirm through the audience if the screen is visible or not. Kanak Bhaiya, can you confirm once?
Yeah, it's visible on my end actually.
Yeah, it's visible at my end too, but students are saying that it's not visible.
Yeah, now it's visible, I guess.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Avneet, you can continue now.
Okay, now it's visible, I guess. Through the messages, it's visible now.
Yes, it's visible. Go ahead.
Okay, okay. But for those whose presentation is not visible, then you can refresh your web page. Maybe then it would be visible. Okay. Forward, then we have next 4 chapters that are listed here, and all the badges that we have to earn. And there are 2 chapters and a total of 16 badges that we have to earn. Then coming to the rewards part, and like if you successfully complete the Android Jam program, then you are eligible for certificate of completion. So you all will be getting a certificate, and I will be keep tracking of your profile. So like if you have all the 16 badges, then you are eligible for certificate of completion. Then we have opportunity to certify yourself with associate Android developer certificate with the reimbursement of 80% of the total certification fee. So there's a certificate, there's a exam basically, that is Android associate Android developer exam. So there's actual like value of that exam, and there's a value itself of this certificate. So is of value means it is very valuable certificate, and it is around 9,000 rupees. If you like if you pass exam, be getting a certificate which is very valuable, and you have to give them 1,000 rupees. So, and by this Android Study Jams program, you can reimburse that course in like 80% of reimburse will be covered, and you will be only you have to only pay 2,000 rupees for that exam. So that is totally optional. give the exam or not, that is totally up to you, and it is you to get that certificate also. But like you can go through Android Study Jam program. It is very beneficial for you. Like totally up to you whether you will be after Android Study Jam program, whether you go for exam or not. Then Android app in team and stand a chance to feature your app by Google. So during this period, like from today itself, today 6th or 7th of January,
that we have to develop an app like Padlet.
to the end of this program, like the last year to give that app is 7th December. So like you all can give that app and you have to app in groups. Whosoever apps is means they will decide means I will to they will decide, and if that your app is like okay, Pavan, I can
Yes.
audible.
Yes, you're audible. Your voice is fluctuating a little at my side.
Okay, okay.
I would like to clear one confusion here that there are two certificates in this program. The one
Mhm.
which we will be providing you on the completion of your modules, and the second is that which will be provided by the Google developers side. So that is basically an official certificate for the professional Android developers. It has a high value in the market, and basically it's provided for worth rupees 9,000. But if you go through this program, then you will need to pay only 2,000. So it's completely optional. We are not taking any sort of money for this program from you all. You can register yourselves free of cost for this program. You can learn the skills, and the certificate is totally optional.
Yeah, as Pavan said that we will be providing you only one certificate if you are eligible. Like if you gain all the chain badges, then we will be providing you the certificate of completion. Then it's totally your choice whether to go for exam and earn that other certificate or not. And that other like totally it's high valuable thing. Okay, so it's totally optional. And then yeah, so then you can all form a group and you can develop an app in this period, and you can give that providing that app to Google side, that all the Google developers student club side, they will be reviewing your app, and you can stand a chance to be feature your app on the Google's blogs and like Android Study Jam blogs and social platforms. So like coming to the team project, that the app you will be building in a team. So after completing this course, build an app in a team. Okay. So submit the GitHub repo link by 6th January. So you have to submit the GitHub repo of that app on 6th January 2022 to me. I will be circulating the form where you have to submit that app's link. The app should be built during the campaign period only. So I will be means they will be like keeping track of your GitHub like GitHub pushes and all the pull requests you will be giving like keeping track, and based on they can see and that in this period only you have built that. Then you would also like with the app you would also have to like submit a one pager document
In which you will
be
problem and then propose a solution.
for it. Like I will be providing you the problems in the next slide. There's a problems where what all problems you would have to like solve in the app. So like you have to propose a solution with screenshots, reality of some application link and future scope. So all these 4 points is to be covered in one pager document. So moving to next slide 10, we have project areas like what can we do in an app. So there are 3 points. University app, you can build any college university app. You can like propose a solution for any college or university. Like you can build table app, you can build attendance app. So all this app can be built and submitted. So they all will be.
Avneet,
Uh,
your slide is not visible.
okay. I guess it's visible now.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, so these are project areas that you can cover like college university app. So in college university, you can propose a solution for any college or university problem. Like you can build a timetable app that can be used by your co-workers or that can be used by your classmates. Attendance app that can be used. So anything you can build related to a college or university problem, and then you can build a community app where you can provide e-learning resource apps. So these are all examples like I'm giving. It's totally up to you what you want to build. Okay, so it's totally up to you. I'm just giving the example. These 3 points are the areas that you will get like
College university app, community app, and private or individual solution app. So in community app, you can build
e-learning resource app, like private or individual solution app. Then in this you can build a local business app. Like if you have any if you have a shop, then you can build an app for that. If you have any furniture shop, if you have any furniture shop like in neighbor of your like a university or a house, then you can build that app also for them to like solve problems as well. So in that app, you have to like they are so that app should be of 3 screens, and they are following functionalities that should be implemented in the app. So the following implementations are the navigation library, data, and view model, and database. Okay. So these 4 functionalities should be implemented in that your app, and in this functionalities in your course itself. So it's, they have taught you everything that to be like that is required to build a successfully or a fully fledged app, you can say. Then okay, so we have schedule like what all we will be covering. As you can all see, we have 6 chapters in our course. So all the 6 chapters, I will be teaching you the broad idea of that chapters, what all you have to do in that chapter. So this is the tentative dates. I have decided to take a session and give the overview of that chapter, although they can be changed afterwards. And yeah, these dates are also made keeping view the your midsems also, and exams you can means any exam you can you can tell us having exams if any exams is colliding with dates, and we will be changing dates of this sessions. Okay, timings will be timings will be provided to afterwards to these dates. Will be providing you the times for the session, and you will be and you do the like all the code base, all the work you can do with me, and we are like all the will be virtual only. Okay, so we will be doing it on this platform Meet. Either we will be doing Google's Meet, or we will be doing it on Baby Virtual. So we will decide what to be changed and
time should we
keep the session. So that's so I want to confirm that for chapter 1, can we keep on 3 December? Yeah, okay, then I think most of the people are fine with the 3rd December. So yeah, for chapter 1, we will be covering on 3rd December, and you all are required to means install the Android Studio as well as emulator to test your app. So Android Studio is very much heavy software, and you have to download it prior to the session itself. So be ready with your Android Studio there, okay? And then we are having these sessions, and you can you can get a screenshot of these sessions, and
You can post your
Instagram story or
on
the
LinkedIn,
LinkedIn,
and
and
you
you can use this
hashtag
hashtag Android Study Jams and support us with, and you can also get connected with us on the LinkedIn or Instagram profile or anywhere Twitter
WhatsApp
server. I will be always there for you to have
your
queries.
This
This is the
is
link to the website, the course. So you all are required to go through the link, go
right, and
and see if you are able to access the course. So please go through the link and let me know if you are able to access the course. Uh, if you can hear me, you can share your screen and go through the course so that everyone can see.
Yeah, sure, Ravi. Hold on. Can you please provide me screen sharing option?
Uh,
Wait,
can you provide him the option to share screen? Yeah.
yeah, sure. But I have already provided the host as well as the presenter mode.
Okay, Pavan, I
Yeah.
guess I have shared the screen, so he will not be
Yeah,
able to.
yeah. And so you need to stop
Yeah,
your screen.
yeah. So we will do that part in the last. Okay, so
Okay, sure.
yeah. So if you are stuck in any of the path, then you can ask for help freely. There's a Telegram server. There's a link for our Telegram server where we are highly active, and we will be taking your queries. And there's a Discord server for Android Study Jams. Means there's a server for Gold Developers and Clubs. In that there's a channel Android Study Jams. You can post your queries there, and we will be very happy to solve it. Then you to dsc.go@gmail.com or updatemarket@gmail.com. You can mail us, and we will be revert to you. Then also we will be conducting the various sessions in the future. The sessions will be covered in future, and you can all join us and go with us, and yeah, develop an app with us. Also there's plenty of resources that if you are wanted, then if you want to step further, you want to other than code bases, code labs, you want to develop, or you want to get resources to develop yourself, then you can go through this resource. So this is from my side. This is all what I want to cover. If you
Thanks,
have any
Avneet.
queries, Jen.
Like take up the queries because there are a lot in the chat box. So should we start?
Uh, can you do the punch part
Yes, sure.
of the queries?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so yeah, screen is visible.
So this is the Android basics in Kotlin. Android XAML. Amit will take to the looks. Amit, please guide them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the course that I'm talking about. That there are 6 units of chapters. Once please scroll down. Yeah, so this is the course, and the link to this course is right in your inbox. Yeah, I have
Go check the link in the
inbox
inbox.
itself. So there are 6 units covering the basic functionalities of the Android apps. So using this, all the 6 chapters, you will be able to develop a fully fledged app, and also the app for your like team that you will be submitting an app. Uh, okay, Vansh. Can you go to the sign
Yes.
in button that is there on the right, top right? Are required to make your Google developers profile. This Google developer profile is very important to have, and means it will of all the badges
That you will be
running in this course.
and
This is the profile that I
we
needing
still
profile that you will be giving me, so that I will keep track of all the badges you will be earning. Okay, Vansh, can you click on that icon? Yeah, that icon only, like your profile icon. Hello, Vansh.
Yes.
Uh, like there are 3 dots. There are 3 dots. You can see besides your icon,
Yeah.
developer's profile icon. Ha. You can click on profile. Yeah.
Should I go to the
Ha. Go to profile. Yeah, so this is one profile for Google developers. This is developer profile, and this link you have to give me. The form I will be circulating soon, like in the last of like January or to January, I will be circulating the form, and you all have to provide me the developer's profile link there, so that I can see all your badges. So here, all your badges will be collected. There, here you can see the written all the badges and favorite badges. Your all badges will be collected here. Right now, the Vansh has collected 3 badges that will be like Google developers profile is created for that. One badges is means there are 16 badges in additional to these badges that will be provided only by that course. So that course 16 badges is only will make you eligible to for the rewards. Okay, so okay, can you go back, Vansh? Okay, I guess one screen is not visible now.
internet issues, so he will be joining in few seconds.
Okay, no problem.
Till then, we can take up few questions.
Yeah.
Okay. The first question is that is Java more user friendly than Kotlin development?
Actually, what is user friendly? Like user friendly is more like many errors, because in Java you get many errors. Like I used to develop apps earlier in Java only, and that made me very frustrating. Like making an app, you can build an app in Java in one day, and you can build the same in Kotlin in 4 to 5 hours only. That much difference in Java and Kotlin. Java is like very old language, but Kotlin is more user friendly than Java.
Okay. So Sanyam is asking link of this PDF. So I don't think that there are any copyright issues for this PDF or
No, this is totally made by me, so I will be providing you the link.
okay. So Ojasvi is asking that specifications to start the Android Study Jam, like Android Studio and all.
Yeah, so for Android required a minimum 4 GB RAM laptop. Of that 4 GB RAM, there will be very means the laptop will be hand a lot, or computer you can say. Laptop
I
or
think I
computer will
can
be.
answer to this question better
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
myself,
Ha
yeah,
ha
I
ha.
started with 4G system only. But the thing is that it will run the Android Studio, but it will lag a lot, and that will ultimately waste your time. So, if possible, try to use a 8 GB. It will be better. It will run more smoothly, and that if you try to open any browser along with Android Studio, you're surely going to hang. So 8 GB will work better.
Yeah, 4 GB RAM will give
You a
the
lot of problems for Android Studio. So for the smooth functioning, you will be requiring a 8 GB RAM. Although I and Pavan, we started with 4 GB RAM only. So you can do, if you want to do, you can do. Like you can pass the obstacles, any obstacles you can pass. It's totally up to you whether you want to learn with 4 GB. You can.
Vansh is now there in the meeting, so should we continue that part or with the queries?
Okay, let me share the screen so that I can guide. Okay, is my screen visible now?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah, so chapter one, this is unit one. In this unit, this is an introduction to Kotlin, where you will be learning all the stuffs about Kotlin. So in that this is a pathway. So you will be learning about Kotlin through this code labs or videos, and this is pretty interesting. You will enjoy a lot. And after learning Kotlin, then they have taught you how to install Android Studio. So you can install Android Studio using this pathway only. Okay. Okay, so this pathway will help you to install Android Studio and emulator also. Like so, to means prior to next session, you are required to like install Android Studio using this pathway, or you can use any video to install Android Studio. And in next session, we will be covering this introduction to Kotlin, and you will be doing the, and I will be covering this also. Create your first app also. I will be covering, then build a basic layout and add an button. So we will be covering this unit one in the next session. So please join that session.
really enjoy it.
Okay, Pawan, we can go ahead with.
Okay. The next question is from Devansh. He is asking, can we learn Kotlin in X?
No, you can't run. Means I don't think you can run. Xcode is purely built for Swift. Xcode is totally built for to run like to build iOS apps. So you can't run Kotlin in that.
Okay. Anant is asking facilitator. So I don't think that this question is relevant according to the session.
Yeah, yeah. You can.
Till 8 GB RAM is enough. Praful is asking download Android Studio and apart from that, anything else?
Can you repeat the question?
Is there any of downloading anything else apart from the Android Studio?
No, no. All the functionalities, all the things that is required will be downloaded with Android Studio itself. So you will not be required to download anything specifically else than Android Studio.
Manas is asking the difference between Kotlin and Flutter.
So like, oh, Flutter is a bit thing now. Like I'm also doing Flutter. Flutter is a software that is used to, Flutter is a framework actually, which is used to develop Android and iOS apps in a single code base. So like with a single code base, we can like develop an Android app and an iOS app. Generally, we build an Android app with Android Studio in Kotlin and like Apple or iOS app in Swift using but Flutter provides you the functionality to build this both apps with a single code base. And in Flutter, you can even build the websites like websites, Windows app, and even more with a single code base. But there are also limitations of Flutter also, like the power the native ones like the Android Studio will give cannot be given by the hybrid of Flutter apps.
Okay. Uh, the another question is there any need of
No, no, not. No, there's no need of graphic card. Not at
Abhishek
all.
is asking timings of the sessions and will they be made available later on too?
uh, I don't think we will be like, recording those sessions, but yeah, you can get your time.
Telegram or Discord server will
So be updated on that server like Telegram or we will be providing you the mail. Okay, so on that mail we will be providing you the time and the sessions. So be updating your mails on Telegram server and the Discord server. Also, for any queries, you can ask freely on the Telegram and Discord server.
Also, those who have joined this session directly are requested to also register themselves for the Android Study Jam. And we will be sharing the timings of the
yeah,
sessions in our Discord and Telegram channels. Also, we will be sending you the mail if you are registered officially for the Google Developer Student Clubs. So the timings will be told you prior to the session itself. And we will keep in mind your exams and all because we too have our practicals.
yeah.
Uh,
Anurag
I
is
think
asking, I
most
know
of the
C and C++
uh-huh.
and want to know how I should approach learning Kotlin as I have learned a language and I think basic concept will be same.
Hello.
Avneet, your voice is little fluctuating in between. Can you repeat?
Yeah, Pavan, can you repeat the question?
Okay, I have missed the. I will be taking that again. Let does Android Studio comes with emulator or do we need to install any external emulator?
Yeah, like there, like there's in that Android Studio settings, there's an option to emulator. So means it will not with the Android Studio, but you have to install it in
the
Android Studio. So the Android Studio itself there's an option to install emulator. You will be getting that
okay.
in the videos or the pathways. You will getting you how to download Android Studio and emulator also.
And I think that they can do so by themselves, or you will be guiding for that.
Like for the like Android
Android
Studio,
Studio.
yeah, Android Studio. I think they can like download the videos or they can download it from
I
pathway
think
because
it
in
would be better if you could send them any recommended video so that it would
yeah
be
yeah
easier for them.
yeah. The one thing I would recommend is in a pathway itself there is a video regarding the download of the Android Studio. You can go through it, and I will be sending a Discord server or Telegram server or in both to download an Android Studio, and you can go through it and download it.
Okay. Pratyush is asking will all the units be covered in the studying jam?
Yes, in different sessions, we'll be covering all the units. Like in the
Okay.
next session, we will be covering first unit, and then after that, we will be covering the next.
Okay. Can we start this program after midterm? I think it would be too late.
Yeah, it would be cool late, and yeah, actually you can, but if you want to develop an app also for to submit or to get featured, then you can ask start today itself or when we will.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I think that she's a bit confused. To make it clear, Vandana, there are different modules. So since your midterms are finishing on 17th and the app has to be submitted till 10th, it totally depends on you that will you be able to cover that part because we will be doing the sessions at our own pace. So it totally depends on you that you be able to cover all the modules and develop an app till 10th or not.
Yeah, I guess after midterms it would be late, and yeah, we will be like, if you go with us, like whenever we will be conducting a session and we will be like going through all the units, and you can, if you will be doing with us, then you like you can go smoothly, and it would not be a big issue. Like you can do smoothly with us.
Yes, the durations of
At
will differ because it totally depends on your query responses. So we can't assure about the durations, but normally it is one. Pratyush, which app do we have to develop here? Avnit, can you share the problems?
yeah,
The slide.
yeah, I'm sure.
Pratyush, there are which are provided by Google, and following those problem statements, you need to develop an app. We will be teaching you with the basics and the idea and all the implementation that you will be doing by yourselves. We can only assist you through the errors which you will be getting. And our main purpose is to teach you how to and not to make you to do.
Okay, so like I'm sharing screen to show the problem statements. Just 1 minute. Yeah, so these are the project areas that are given by them, by the Google Developers and Clubs Committee, and these are the areas, and you have to like build an app covering any one of these area. Like you can build a college or university app, like you can solve any problems shared for the college or university, or you can solve any problem for any community, like you can build a e-learning resource app, and then you can build a private or individual solution app, like you can build any app for the businesses model, and you can build any app for like for your self motive. Also, like ask you to register yourself for this program. So those who have not registered, please register as soon as possible. Pavan,
Am I audible?
yeah, you are audible now. Everyone
Actually,
can take a screenshot, or I will be providing you the presentation in the Telegram or Discord server. Okay.
okay, Amit, there is another question that students are a little bit confused about. They're asking that if they know C and C++, then will it be than Kotlin?
Actually, Kotlin is easier than C or C++. So you will get a very short learning curve while studying the Kotlin, because Kotlin is very uh, pretty smart and pretty understandable language. It's very easy to
Okay.
learn Kotlin. Compared to Java, also Kotlin is very much easy, and it provides you efficient approaches to build an Android app.
And also, guys, if any of your query is not yet answered, you may post that into the chat box again, or you can DM me. And the second thing is that if anybody wants the mic access, can also let us know. Yogesh is asking, will the classes be held on Google Meet?
That's totally on the JDSC lead, whether she want to be on Google Meet or in person or on this platform, maybe virtual. It's totally
See,
up to Google lead.
it it is like the sessions have been conducted online, seeing the hectic schedule of the students from 9 to 5. So I don't will be able to join, but still it totally depends on the they want them in offline or online mode. Moreover, so seeing that we conducted online events, and we didn't conducted it into the Google Meet because it only supports 100, and we usually go more than 100. So we conduct on Baby Virtual.